Recall when we were young, running from all things at once, without thinking twice.
だきます。